Okay, so I'm about to load up my quail eggs. So right now I have all of these guys going in. So my incubator's been set up. Temperature is good. We actually just did a whole batch of quails come out of it. Put in 16 eggs. We got 10 out. Um, I let them run an extra day and a half over from when the first 10 came out. The eggs that were in here that were left, I took them and I put them underneath one of my brooding hens, and see if she'll hatch out the rest of it. But I want to get these guys in because you can only keep the eggs for about 7 to 8 days before they start going bad. And even if they're fertilized, they will have a lower chance of hatching. So what we're going to do is we're going to put them in. You want to put them down, pointy side down into the automatic egg turner, so the fat side sticking up. And we're going to spread them out in here a little bit. I've tried positioning them all over inside the incubator, and it really doesn't make a difference that I've noticed. Your incubator shouldn't have any hot spots. So when you're putting them in, you're just making sure that you're getting them fat side sticking up, and they're going to go in here for about 18 days. So they're going to go into the automatic egg turner. They're going to be in the automatic egg turner for 15 whole days. So not including the day you put them in, you start your count the next day. So for example, today is the 31st of January. So we don't count today. So tomorrow would be day 1, day 2, day 3, all the way up until the 15th. On the 15th day, I'll show you guys what we do, but essentially we just take them out of the egg turner and we just sit them on the wire rack below. And about 3 days after that, you'll have some quails. Now this incubator is a hover incubator, so it's made of foam. It has a little plastic tray with a little wire rack over it. The plastic tray is for water. So I've already loaded my water in. To start off with, you want a humidity of about 60%. You don't want to let it fall below 40. So I fill mine about halfway up. That'll put me at about 70% to start with, and then I'll probably fill it up on about day 4 or 5, and then probably on about day 10 to 12. And then what I'll do is I'll fill it all the way up on day 15 when we take the eggs out. So we'll fill it all the way up to push that really high humidity rate, because once you close it on day 15, you don't want to open it again. So the automatic egg turner, all it does is it just rocks back and forth. It'll turn the eggs every 2 hours. It just rotates them, and all that does is it just stops the yolk from settling, and keeps them viable. So the automatic egg turner has a little groove at the back here. You just put this in, and then once your eggs are in and they're all set, you put your lid on, and pretty much you're good to go. So I have a digital read thermometer on here. Currently says it's 80 degrees, 47% humidity. I would expect that to come up. I also have one of these plastic mercury or mercury supplement thermometers, and what we're going to do is we're just going to sit that. My temperature probe for this is about here below my finger, and I'm going to set this a little bit further back, and it gives me a double reading just in case this fails or the battery runs out. I can still see it. So put this back here, and you're just going to set it on top of the eggs, long ways if you have an automatic turner, and the reason for that is it'll rock, and if you set it in the wrong place, so you set it sideways, it'll fall off and it'll go underneath, and then of course you have to mess around getting it up. Temperature is controlled here. Turn it one way to increase, turn it the opposite way to decrease. It allows some sort of really fine adjustments. Temperature wise, you want to have it at 100 degrees. 100 degrees, 60% or so humidity. This humidity is probably going to jump up to about 75%, just to start off with, but after a day or so it'll drop down about to where I want it. So that's essentially it. This just sits here. It's going to sit there for 18 days. And at the end of 18 days, I should have a nice amount of quails. Right now I'm getting around a 80% hatch rate. Sometimes a little lower, sometimes a little higher, but it's on average 80%. And we can run through 18 to 20 quails from the layers that I have already. I have two batches that are growing out. One is 2 or 3 days old, and the other is about 3 weeks old, give or take. Um, Quails mature at about 45 days. So once these ones mature, we'll move them to a bigger cage, sex them, and the females will go as layers, and hopefully we'll get some more eggs, and we'll be able to put in 40 or 50 eggs at a time. Males will go into a grow out cage, and basically will become food on the hoof, um, which basically means that as I want to eat them, I will kill them and eat them. Um, that's essentially the basics of it. But this is my incubator. I'll give you guys an update and do another video when I take the eggs out of the turner. And that's about it. I'll see you guys next time.